Hi, my friends, it's Meredith with Soul Navigation, and we are about to have so much fun. Welcome to my brand new show, Talkshow Tuesdays, here every single Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I am going to bring you the most insightful and exciting and riveting guests, and we are going to have a blast. I'm going to take you deep down into the realms of the psychic world, the astrological world, and even the healing energy world, helping us move from the third dimension into the fifth. And when you meet my guests, you are going to learn so much, not only about life and the collective, but about yourself. And today I have a very dear friend and a very special guest. Her name is Linda Frazier. She is an evolutionary astrologer. She is also a tarot card reader and an animal communicator. She has an absolutely extraordinary gift, and I am so thrilled to share this time with her and you. The other special thing about Linda is she is my co-host, and she will be co-hosting the show with me every other Tuesday. So be sure to tune in to Soul Navigation Talkshow Tuesdays. You'll also get the opportunity to meet my entire brand new team of psychics, energy healers, astrologers, and tarot card readers. It's going to be a blast. You're going to learn tons. Let me introduce you to Linda. So today we have such an interesting show for you. And I just thought there's like nobody more fun than Linda to talk with me about the moon. Linda is a friend of mine for a very long time now. She's a soul sister, a soulmate, and we just have so much fun. We've studied astrology together. We're both evolutionary astrologers, and we've done so many late night slumber parties talking about all of life and all of astrology. It's our favorite subject. So I cannot wait to introduce you to her. But first, I'm going to tell you that if you're interested in learning about your moon, what does it mean? It's the secret side of you. It's what is enmeshed down in here. You don't see the moon like you see the sun in a person. And so today, Linda and I are going to talk to you about what is your moon saying about you? What does your moon want from you? How can you express your moon needs and desires in a way that is going to grow your very best self? And what is the moon all about in your chart? Because there's a lot of misnomers. So we'll take it from here. Hi, Linda. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here all the way from, this is Scottsdale to Seattle.
It is. Hi, Meredith. I'm so happy to be here with you.
But how does the moon speak to you?
The moon is like the deepest part of us. It's the emotions that we're just kind of have. We don't have any rhyme or reason for them. We just react with them. It's our natural instincts. It's how we feel other people. You know how when you walk in the room and it's like you and I, when we met, it was just like this instant chemistry. That's the moon's going, oh my gosh, I just love you. I think that's the moon is. And when we meet people, we see their ascendant right away.
Right.
Some people, like the watery moons, it takes a long time to get to know them. They're kind of, deep and hidden. And Aries moon or fire moons are probably easier to see their emotional side and even air signs too, because they're more flirty and upbeat and, they're not like the water.
When you are in conversation with somebody, they don't always show you their moon, but it is our moons that are subconsciously speaking to each other, but not normally through language, through feeling. So it's like how you feel about a person. Stephen said to both of us, he said, wow, I'm looking at the two faces of Venus, because Linda has the earth sign Taurus moon and ruled by Venus, and I have the air sign Libra moon ruled by Venus. And so Venus is the planetary ruler of just two signs, Taurus and Libra. And so we are so alike, but in our moons, you can see such quite hilarious differences.
So true. So true. Like one of the things, you like to be out and around people and having fun and this joyousness and this energy. flowing all the time. I find that so great with air moons. And then I'm more like, yeah, I love to go out with a quiet dinner and some dancing or hanging out at home with the fireplace and the dogs.
I know, and I love that. So when we go to these astrology conferences, or we have our little hotel slumber party, if you will, and then we come back from the day, Linda's already tucked into bed with chocolates and wine and a television show that's some documentary. And I want to talk about all the people that we just met and the psychological aspects of every class we just took. And she's like, ay, Meredith, you have to have this conversation in the morning. And I'm like, well, I'm not even up in the morning. So
Yeah, that's so true.
night owl, morning person.
I do like the psychological parts of people talking about that, but gosh, I can do it at the conferences, stay up 3 to 4 nights in a row.
Yeah, but I'm talking like 1 a.m.
Or sometimes even 3 a.m. we've done.
Okay, let's dive in. I want to go around the zodiac because I want people to understand their moon sign. The moon speaks not in the voice. Some moons do, but most moons speak in how I feel about you, what I need, what quenches my soul, and what my instinct is. In your opinion, the massive thing you need or crave or desire or have to have, like deal breaker, have to have.
Deal breaker, Aries Moon.
Yeah, deal breaker.
Have like kind of an even keel. Like don't go into the emotional depths of, if they see someone that's getting emotionally unwound, I think the Aries Moon is going to like back out. They're really not into that. They're very courageous, so they will stick up for you in any kind of situation and defend you, but they don't want to be in the drama. An Aries Moon and a Scorpio, I don't think that would be a really great mix.
An Aries Moon likes a lot of adventure, and they like to do their feelings, not wallow in their feelings or get into the mucky muck. Like, why do we have to make this be so deep? They want to go to the gun range and hit a bullseye with their best friend and say, that was fulfilling. We conquered something, right?
Absolutely. And when they do that, they're a really healthy Aries Moon. If they don't get physical and get that energy out, then and even if they don't tell you their feelings, because they'll feel their feelings and then they'll be over it in a second. If they don't communicate that with you or get their physical energy out, they can kind of get, a little pessimistic, a little down on themselves.
Absolutely.
Removed. Oh, absolutely. So important for them to conquer something and not sit and talk about their feelings. I mean, an Aries Moon and a Cancer would be pretty sad because the Cancer wants that communication and that softness to land into. And the Aries Moon is like, no, let's go out, like you said, and shoot guns, or let's run the marathon, or do 20 push-ups. We'll take on something, learn how to box.
And the Taurus Moon is such a lovely moon. What would you say emotionally is a deal breaker? Like you just having a Taurus Moon, and for those who have a Taurus Moon and those who are involved with the Taurus Moon, like what's a must have? Like what could you just not have?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I need someone to keep their word. I cannot do flaky. If somebody makes plans with me and I get excited about it, I emotionally get involved with this, like, oh, I'm going to see this friend and we're going to do this. It's going to be so much fun. And then 5 minutes before bailed out, I mean, I get it if something comes up, that's not a big deal. But when it's over and over again with a person, I'm, bless them. I love them. I can't do it. I can't make plans with them anymore.
It's like you lose a trust. So it sounds like trust and loyalty are just deal breakers if that's not there.
Yes, trust and loyalty are the perfect combination for a Taurus Moon. So true. And I'm glad you brought that up, Meredith, because our whole chart kind of shows wherever the energies are, meaning the planets or the luminaries, the moon and the sun, wherever that energy is sitting in our chart, that's what we're here to develop and grow and, just kind of rise up into that energy.
Yeah.
Perfectly right. And still even to this day, I attract people that, oh yeah, okay, I can see you're flaky. Now I've had experience. Now I'm getting aged like a fine tea or a fine wine.
I mean, I'd like to go camping with you because you're going to probably bring me lavender scented pillows.
Absolutely. I've got the spray in the bottle. It's ready. It's going in my purse.
Right? Like
Actually,
rough and
I might actually get a piece of spruce tree for there and just tuck that in the corner of the tent because that'll smell fantastic too. So Taurus moon is really earthy. Love anything with nature.
What about Gemini moon? Do you know anybody with a Gemini moon?
Oh, yes. I have known people with Gemini moon. Very interesting people. I mean, gosh, you want to get into a conversation about anything, they will discuss everything with you. And they know so much.
Right. There's an intellectual quality to that emotional process, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They're really interesting.
You know, what I find about the Gemini moon, I think that they are here to satiate their curiosity and to develop an intellectual awareness around their emotions. So to intellectualize emotions, to dissect them, to become like a forensics statistician with emotions. I feel like there's this reigning desire for mental stimulation. And if you cut them off from the news or information or the ability for communication to ebb and flow, go in and out.
Please do tell us what you think, Geminis, because don't you think they also need like at least 5 to 12 different things going on all the time? So they can flip from, you know, playing poker to rugby to fishing to, yeah, they could do enneagrams and Freud work on you and Jungian and just all the different avenues. They could see you and talk and discuss and get you through all of those different.
Right.
Yeah.
What about the Cancer moon? That's really interesting. That's Cancer's favorite place. It's exalted. I mean, we could probably talk forever. We could talk for an hour and a half. Well, you and I could talk for 12 hours on each moon sign, but it would be easy to talk for a whole hour and a half on the Cancer moon. I think that they're very sensitive, maybe the most sensitive, and they're really here to heal the wounds of the heart in themselves and in others. And I think there's a little melancholy.
I love Cancer moons, and I feel for them because they are so sensitive, like you say. So Cancer is like it's got a shell over top of it, and then it's that meaty stuff inside. So when you have a Cancer moon that opens up and feels safe with you, that's safety, security, know that they're loved and cared for, they'll open up that shell and they're this beautiful soul inside that will just kind of rain down all this love onto you. They're just amazing people. But gosh, what they have to go through to find that person to get secure with, because they'll open up their shell and they're so tender inside, right? That beautiful, soft, white meat that's just has nothing to protect it. And they get stung or bit or poked, you know, and that bam shuts again. And they will shut right down. And I think they're the most beautiful moon, but they might have the hardest time to develop that.
I agree with you. I think that it is painful for other moon signs that are good communicators, like the Gemini moon, like the Libra moon, to not misunderstand the Cancer moon. I think the Cancer moon person is deeply misunderstood and you have a Cancer moon, you probably love like a mama would love, just nurturing.
We all need a Cancer moon in our life. Don't you think so, Cancer moons?
Life will make you a mother one way or another. You will be a mother.
And that can be through, like you were saying, all those different occupations. It could also be through facilitating, you know, foster care or being ad litem for children. Yeah. Or there's so many other ways that you can mother. And then
you could own an ant colony in your house. Time to feed the ants.
I've got one. I'll give them to you. You can have mine. Cute.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's move on to Leo moons. I call this the Santa Claus moon.
Oh, I love Leo moon. They light up the room when they walk in. You're just like drawn to them because they're the fun. They're the life of the party. Mm-hmm. What did you call him? Leo the lion? Oh, the Santa Claus. The Santa Claus. That's a really good name for him. He's one who gives you gifts and gives you hugs and gives you laughter and, oh, let's have a drink. And yeah, they're the party guys.
They are just beautiful. And I think that in every Leo moon, there's a desire to be seen. And depending where it is in the chart, that doesn't always happen. And when there's not an acknowledgement for, wow, you're unique, or you're special, or I see you, I get you, I see your creation. These are highly creative people a lot of the time. And when they don't get those accolades or that validation or that self-expression pop, they don't get it to pop out because Saturn's in the way or it's not in a great aspect. It is sad. They lose their courage. They lose their zest.
Yeah, it's like Dorothy of Oz, the lion, and he can't find his heart.
Yeah.
That's a sad Leo moon. Like if the moon was in the 12th house or the 8th house, even the 4th house, that would be a tough placement for a Leo moon. So it really depends. I mean, all these signs, like you said, we're talking about, it really depends where they are and what aspect they're in. But a Leo moon too, I think, can attract kind of succubus kind of people, that kind of suck up the energy from them.
Yeah. They ultimately want authentic praise, authentic adoration, authentic admiration, authentic love. Okay, let's move on to Virgo. Virgo's really interesting, isn't it?
I love Virgo. I love Virgo moons. I mean, gosh, they're so meticulous and everything is in the right order, and they really love. They really open up their hearts. They can't be a little critical though, so they have to watch that, I think, with other people and themselves. They can be, don't criticize a Virgo moon. Don't do that. They don't need that. They're doing that all by themselves.
I think they were born with an ability to discern, and so they can't not see the mistake. They cannot not see the thing that needs to be improved. Yeah. But they are in such service, aren't they? They really love to serve, and they're good at it. You feel sometimes with the Virgo moon person, like, this is the person that I could call that would really help me on the, be a Girl Scout co-leader. Like, who wants that job? This person,
or like in the middle of the night and, your fire alarm went off and you don't know why, and it's not going, the Virgo moon will come and help you out.
Yes.
They care so much.
Yeah. I lost my cat. I need to walk the neighborhood at 3 a.m. A Virgo moon, if they don't have to work in the morning, they'll come.
That's true. There is that practicality that will step in there.
Very, very, very pragmatic and very grounded, and they understand sort of frameworks really easily, like getting from point A to point Z and the efficiency in doing it. So they're very helpful for Sagittarius. You and I are like double mint gum. We're both Sagittarius. Yeah. And so having a good Virgo in our life, while it might challenge us, are more random ways. It's every Sag could use a good Virgo, right? Absolutely.
I also think that their love, they're about health of the body, and
good. Yes. I'm glad you
they're
said
the ones who can have the supplements and the great food and exercise routine. They're really good about routines. That's why us Sagittarius really need them. Get us on track, please. Virgo is very humble. They will just not say anything. They'll kind of bow and go off.
Yeah, they're lovely. So the Libra moon, I could talk a lot about that.
I love Libra moon. I love Libra moon.
Oh.
Also very aesthetics, likes pretty things, likes aesthetically artful.
I wore my Libra moon outfit for you today, Lynn.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I had to wear my party top for you.
That's so Libra, because Libra really needs to be social. They need to see the other side of everything. They need to have lots of friends and lots of different situations to evaluate. They kind of get this mirror back to them.
Yeah. One of the hardest parts about being a Libra moon is sometimes, and Libra moons, you'll have to let me know if you feel this. I want you guys to comment on this, because I want you to help expand the conversation and add some value. for whatever moon sign you are, or whatever moon sign you've been involved with, if you find truth in this. But the Libra moon is really interesting because sometimes I can see both sides of an equation. Like, let's say something negative happened. I can see both the good quality and the benefit, the cons and the pros. I can see both emotions. And sometimes as a Libra moon person, I don't know what emotion to align with.
Absolutely. I feel your pain. I don't experience it. I don't have a lot of Libra. I have it 10th house, but gosh, it's got to be very painful to be in that situation. And I see you in that, you know, I mean, you have so many friends and you want to be so loving and caring and support everyone. I mean, you're just a beautiful person and a beautiful friend. But I could see when there's some conflict in a group, it would be really difficult because you get it. You get both sides and there's not any right or wrong. You're balancing both scales. So Libra's got to be.
I can merge with the wound, and then I can merge with what's the right thing to do. And it goes like this. So Libra moons, tell me if you have that plight and if you understand the depth of it. And it's taken me a lot of years to not put a nasty or a bad label on that, or even allow for other people to call me things that it's much deeper than being fickle or don't know what you want. It is way deeper than that. Okay, so the Scorpio moon. I live with a Scorpio moon person. She's the 14-year-old boss in my house.
A Scorpio moon?
Bossing my Libra around. But what do you say about the Scorpio moon? Because I'm writing a dissertation on Scorpio, if you haven't noticed. Go watch all my Scorpio videos, people. Oh my God. But Linda, I'm going to give you the floor on the Scorpio moon. Give it to us.
Well, you know, they're so deep. They're so deep. And they're really interesting because I think they like to project optimism and stability even. But I don't really think that's there. They have a lot of energy. They can get kind of caught up in the wound of things. But when they get going into understanding how to heal those deep wounds, they can become really powerful and really majestic. But they do have some things, like they could become addicted to drugs or Game Boys or sex or just the feeling of the emotions. And I think also when they try to express their emotions, it doesn't necessarily come out and they don't feel like the other person is understanding them. And that really frustrates them and it really shuts them down. Mm-hmm. So that's, I think, when they get back into that, you know, emotional turmoil, they shut down. Yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of think, you know, living with the Scorpio moon is hard for the Sagittarius Libra elements in me. Is I think they would die. I think their deal breaker is privacy.
Oh, yes.
A sense of propriety and privacy. But a sense of propriety and a sense of privacy is critical to their well-being. And if you kind of have to know how to, it's like the Cancer crab, right? You have to know how to open them up through like the bathroom window that's just ajar, and then you sneak in, and you have to kind of show up inside of their soul without them really knowing you got in there.
Oh, I love that description. It's kind of a little scary though too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the way you kill a Scorpio moon person is you write a tell-all book.
Oh my God. You will be annihilated from their life after that.
You know, Linda, they'll die for you, but they will also kill you.
Yeah. Well, they'll certainly sting you every once in a while.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Sagittarius moon, we're almost done.
Yeah. Sagittarius moon. Oh, like frivolity and fun and adventure, and you know, kind of like that Aries where they need to move and they need to move their emotions through their bodies. And they need
excitement. But I think there's a little bit more of an intellectual side to Sag, like with the visionary piece. So I think they are like an Aries, except their adventure is a little bit more like Indiana Jones meets the Dalai Lama meets Buddha.
Yes.
Like, let's zip line through, the Mayan temple,
Yeah.
right?
And we're going to
And
talk to the priests along the way.
and
Even though the tree's back old and they've been gone forever, we're going to go talk to them too.
let's meet the Aborigines just for fun, for lunch, have a picnic.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I also think, though, that they're like Leo, where they really need extravagant praise. They need to matter. Like, they need to know that they're like Leo and Aries, like, I made a big difference.
They like to have that bravado.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't really think they like to get stuck in the emotions of things either. I think they like to process them pretty fast. Being a fire sign, move it out.
That's a great comment, because they have a hot temper. They get mad very easily. And then the next day they're sorry and they don't even know why they got mad. And they're like, you're still dwelling on that? Yeah. I didn't even mean that. That was a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to move on to Capricorns. We could talk all day about Sag and have a blast. Sagittarius moons, tell us what you think. Capricorn moon is a little bit hard for me to fully understand, I have to admit. I love Capricorn moon people, but it's like Cancer. They're misunderstood because there's this privacy factor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really need solitude and alone time to process things. I think it is, I'm not sure. Let me know, Capricorn moon.
Process alone. They don't want to process, chit chat it. They don't want to come to, like, the Libra moon, understand their feelings through a conversation with you. Don't you think they have to process internally?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. They need to climb the mountaintop and just sit there by themselves. But they're very loyal. Like, if a Capricorn moon falls in love with you, oh my gosh, they are the most loyal, loving, stand by your side, die hard, ride or die. Yeah, that's a Capricorn moon.
Integrity, I think, is their demand and command. Like, you have to stand in integrity, like that Taurus you were talking about. Don't you think?
Yeah, and willing to work on things. Capricorn doesn't think things are going to come like magic, like a Sag does. Capricorn.
They're willing to build the program, and I do think they have a loyalty for life to whatever it is they're dedicated to. Oftentimes, though, it is the thing that brings them security. I don't think a Capricorn moon could be involved with somebody who makes them feel insecure or doesn't let them run the show in some way. And that level of security, that's why they're married to their jobs. Predictable jobs, where you climb the ladder.
Yeah, 25, 30 years, or however long.
Yeah, one with a 401k or a pension and great benefits. When you're sitting down negotiating a job with Capricorn moon, they're the ones asking you, do I get a parking space?
Is it covered? I need all the details. I need to know exactly where I stand. We're all growing into our wonderful signs, and we're maturing into it. That's the hope anyways.
You need a bunch of mushy gushy to go along with it, with a love note and stickies and confetti. Capricorn moon, I'm not going to be your person. You got to take this at face value. You asked for Fiji water, I got you Fiji water. That means I love you.
Yeah, unless you have a Gemini sun or a Gemini Venus or something like that to counteract that.
Yeah,
absolutely. So remember, we're just strictly talking one sign. We're not taking the totality of the chart.
Totally. Thank you for that. Okay, what do you think about the Aquarius moon?
I like the Aquarius moon. I love them as friends. I think they're wonderful. They can be a little detached, which is okay as a friendship. They are very intellectual. Like, they need a lot of stimulation.
Yeah, and I like the detachment because it gives me the freedom to feel whatever I want to feel. So receiving them is so liberating in a way, because they're not going to force me into their belief system. It's very freeing being involved with the Aquarius moon.
Yeah, yeah. They'll give you all the freedom you want. And they will ask for that in return. They need freedom as well. They need alone time. They need different interests. They need different groups. They need different stimulation, kind of like a Gemini in a way.
Yeah.
But Aquarius is quite a bit different than a Gemini, as in,
they don't want to run your agenda over them. That's what makes them say bye-bye.
Yeah. I think they need to be involved in the world too. They need some kind of social experience.
Yeah. Like humanitarian or helping, saving, assisting, growing, progressing, advancing, right? Advancing the human condition in some way, shape, or form, whether it's just, I'm on TikTok now, soul navigation, but on TikTok, I see so much Aquarian energy where it's like, you have a right to be whoever you want to be. If you want to be this or this or this, gay rights, Black rights, everybody's rights, the right to the most unique human expression. Be whatever it is you want to be, like champion for the underdog. You know what I mean?
Loyal too. Like they'll be off with their friends for, 12 hours of the day, but when they're with you for the other 12 hours or 6 or whatever it is, they're very loyal. They're not gallivanting. They have that integrity.
That's that fixed energy. Okay, Pisces Moon and Aquarius Moons. I want you guys to tell us about your experience.
It'll be interesting too, on a side note, to see what's going to happen with the Aquarius Moon and Aquarius people, because Jupiter and Saturn are going to go into Aquarius in 2021. Well, 2020 and 2021. So that'll be really interesting times.
They're going to expand. I think we're going to see more of them. And maybe a lot of them are going to raise up into leadership roles, mentorship roles.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
The world is changing. Okay, we're going to end on a crescendo with our Pisces Moon. Wow. Pisces Moon person. When I see a Pisces Moon in a chart, I just go, like, I have to deliver.
Yes.
I cannot half-ass these people.
They are so connected. They are so lovely and loving and vulnerable. They can feel your emotions. And I think it takes a while for a Pisces Moon as they mature to understand, is that their emotions or that person's emotions? Mm-hmm. When they're in relationships, I think that might be one of their boundary issues that they have to work with. But they are the most loving, caring, heartfelt, beautiful people, and funny. My daughter has a Pisces Moon.
Oh, you get to live with a Pisces Moon.
I'm so lucky.
That's fun. I think that they embody fusion. They fuse. And I often say, like, the Aquarius Moon person lives like a good 2 feet away from you. A good solid handshake away from you. Just there's space there. Like you're in your zone and I'm in mine. But a Pisces lives, like a Cancer will live, on you. Scorpio will live on you. And then the Pisces lives in you. And so that's what you were saying. They don't know if that's your emotion or their emotion, because they're out in front of your own emotion, doing your emotion before you even knew you had the emotion. And then all of a sudden you freaking have the emotion.
That's such their psychic ability, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it's so fun because, well, especially as the Libra conundrum, I'm like, oh, good. You're just showing me exactly what it is we're feeling right now.
Do you want to borrow my daughter for a week?
Yes, I love your daughter.
Pisces needs time out. They're another sign that they need downtime. They need to remove themselves from everyone and just recuperate, rejuvenate, be still, be one with themselves, not have any external energy coming into them, because they can get overloaded.
Yeah, and they're also, people think they're flaky, and really what they are is overwhelmed. It's like that misnomer with Libra that I was talking about, or even Cancer, how Cancer is very difficult to understand, that Pisces has to go and recharge their batteries. And people are like, God, they were so connected. My number one phone call, they were so connected. They told me they loved me. They merged. We had the best, making love session in the world. We had the best vacation. And now they're nowhere to be found. They don't answer their phone. Are they alive? And it's that they're overwhelmed with doing your emotions, their emotions, everyone's emotions, and they have got to save themselves. It's sort of, but they're not good at saying that because they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. So they just go take their space, don't call, check out. Did your daughter ever do that? Go down into her little...
Not anymore. She used to. Yeah, she used to, but she's much better at communicating now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need that, right?
They need it. They need the fantasy time, you know, whether it's TV or you know, I don't know, videos, TV, yeah, whatever. They just need some time alone. Meditation, connecting with one. You know, the other cool thing about Pisces is, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. They can bend time. Oh, it's so fun. Like, you know, we'd be going to an appointment with a client and she's driving. We used to work together. She's driving and we'd be like 5 minutes short. And I'm like, okay, you got to bend time. And she would just stretch it out. We'd have 10 extra minutes. It was beautiful.
How?
Oh, there's magic in there. There's like, they're so connected with the ebb and flow of life. It's like they can expand things and contract things, kind of like the ocean. I think anytime I think of Pisces, I think of the ocean, where it's just so immersed and flowing, and it's just such a beautiful energy. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. So if you guys have a Pisces moon, I want to know about the magic. And if you can relate to what Linda's saying, bending time, bending spoons. Tell us about the magic. What does it feel like? It must be
good manifestors.
What?
They're great manifestors.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you have a Pisces moon in the 12th house, I really want to know you. That's like, do. Oh my God, Linda, this has been so much fun. I love talking to you. We could talk all day. We took a long time. Hopefully everybody got through this whole video.
And hopefully we did you good. If we didn't, let us know so we will pay attention next time.
Yeah, we want to do you good. We want to do you right, people. So leave a comment and let us know.